Good afternoon, honorable jury and participants. I'd like to present our research project, Lingua Cultural Image of War in English and Belarusian languages. The phenomenon of war is of great importance for our nation. Grodno region offers its citizens as well as foreign guests a number of sites to visit and learn more about the history of the Second World War. However, we are often unclear what we refer to talking about war with people of different cultures, religions, and political views. This fact makes it necessary to clarify the notion of war in English and Belarusian from both linguistic and cultural angles. The fundamental idea presented in this project is that of war, its complex semantic structure, including both linguistic and extra-linguistic aspects. The major aim of our research project is to identify the linguistic and cultural aspects of war in English and Belarusian context about the Second World War provided by linguistic corpuses. The aim of the research stipulates the solution of the following tasks. First, to study the literature on the subject matter. Second, to form a corpus-based data array and analyze it. And third, to spot both linguistic and cultural constituencies of the lexical unit war and compare the results. The object of this research project is the lexical unit war. The subject is the lingua-cultural constituencies of the lexical unit war in English and Belarusian context about the Second World War. Research data array was formed on the basis of context about the Second World War provided by British and Belarusian linguistic corpuses. 1,000 British contexts and 1,000 Belarusian ones were analyzed. The phenomenon of the Second World War was studied in context in different genres and styles. The Second World War, the fighting between countries, is mostly described with collocations, noun plus verb, which have neutral connotation in both languages. Belarusian and in English context stress the sudden and unpredictable nature of war and portray it as unbearably long for both nations. Numerous Belarusian collocations illustrate the disasters and vicious character of war, its devastating results for Belarusian land and nation. The analyzed materials in the English language are not rich in descriptive collocations. British National Corpus and Belarusian Corpus represent an animated image of war. It is described with actions and deeds, senses and perceptions typical of a criminal or villain. Some figurative aspects of meaning were found only in Belarusian. Our nation tends to characterize the Second World War as a human being, this trait of character, mood and emotions, as a cruel and merciless animal and portray war as a natural disaster. It can be explained by the cause of war on Belarusian territories and its impact on people's lives. The research makes it possible to conclude that war is a complex lexical unit with both linguistic and cultural constituencies. Complex meaning of lingua-cultural lexical unit war indicates its significant role in the history and culture of Belarusian and British nations. The results of our research project has made it possible to create a website about our school museum of war. Each exhibition describes one of the mentioned above lingua-cultural constituencies. For example, the exhibition g.Grodno stresses a large-scale nature of war. The exhibition letters, documents and awards portray war as a criminal that broke hearts and stole lives. The exhibition Young Heroes of Grodno region present war as a natural disaster that ruined childhood, and so on. Such work seems to be an interesting and promising area of studies. The results of our research project can be used in teaching and learning the English and Belarusian languages at school, visa-free tourism in Grodno region, as well as during the celebration of Belarusian liberation.